I text your head coach?
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and our home team.
So if I text you,
on the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His team fired up and ready for this one. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
like 40%.
Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
These are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. On the option, here's Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. He'll look to throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. He'll decide to keep this once more. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. A tight end in motion now. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 16 yards. And that will be a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. Result is a first down.
To the right side, this is Jones. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Here's second and 4 from the 24. They run it once more with Jones. Whoa. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They run on the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. On the give, it's Jones. And he will get into the end zone.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. Second down, they need 3.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Robinson. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 6. Another run here for Robinson. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. 11 yards on the pass there. That's enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Out wide. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
The offense retains possession.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And it was really the lack of production on 1st and 2nd down that put them in this hole to begin with, Mike. So I think going forward, more execution on early downs, more efficiency. Don't wait till 3rd down to convert for a new set of downs. Be aggressive on those 1st and 2nds and take the fight to the defense.
The visitors' offense and running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6 and 11 at the bottom looking up, it's pretty remarkable. But to your point, Mike, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tight. If you're good, we're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, we're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs. And the teams that can break through that and sustain success, we got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know what Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners, the Rams and Sean McVay, always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray, plus the physicality that Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple years ago, it was even harder.
Oh, man, wide open. He's got it.
Well, you think these guys are ready for week 1 to get started? I mean, we see teams kind of limp their way into the regular season, and they don't find their form until a couple weeks in. But they didn't play a ton in the preseason, but that's 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and let's all say, what the heck does the preseason even mean?
Now the try here for the point after. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the visitors move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
if you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. And it'll bring up 4th down. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. You know, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. He's got the first down as he gets it up to the 14-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll try to run for it. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
This returnable with Palmer. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Devontae Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Devontae Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
That is hard. He works free, right side. And he will take this one in. 86 yards. It is a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And his guys are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significant...
And he will score!
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable with Taylor. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Back to the air one more time. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. And it starts with a good one in the AFC West. All right, Mike, thanks very much.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Palmer now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And that will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another.
Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. A run. It's Jones. And he'll take this down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. Get him. Take him down behind the line. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the visitors will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had. It's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Robinson is in for a touchdown.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and his guys are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 27.
Now Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd down and 9.
It's 3rd and 9.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
16 yards. Complete to number 18, Marvin.
This is Jones. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. They'll motion the slot man right. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Corner Garrett Williams there on the stop.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Receiver in motion, headed left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground now with Jones. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And a first down.
To the right side, this is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 30-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, it's Jones. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
Slot man going to move in motion left. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. Spotted at the 35. This a 45-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the visitors will extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw yet again. This one hauled in by Thomas. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the move left. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jones. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it once more with Jones. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Man in motion, heading left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Try the jet sweep here. Let's see what they can get. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's 4th down.
Interesting. You don't see a lot of jet sweeps on 3rd down. It seems to be more of like a 1st and 2nd down call because it kind of goes with more of the under center run game and play action game. So they go to it on 3rd down. Really nice job there by the defense. Non-traditional play call. Good discipline. They're able to bring up 4th down.
So it's a win for our visitors. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.